We announced the quarterly results on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Just yesterday. And how do you feel about it, and what are the major takeaways from those results?
So, Namrata, I think we had a great quarter. I know the reported results were significantly lower than the actual numbers that we achieved. That is because of the write down due to the taking the impairment into consideration. But if you ignore the impairment, which is really a consequence of our past actions, the year went very well. The quarter went very well. We achieved our goals in most of our businesses. Of course, we slightly underperformed in the API business and the services business, and some of our filings were not on time, they were delayed. Apart from that, I think overall it was a great quarter in spite of the various odds that we faced. And I'd like to thank all our team members across the world for the efforts they made in making the year and the quarter a very successful one.
What were the key themes for last quarter, and what are the key themes that you see going in the future?
Yeah, I won't talk about the quarter as such, but if you see in recent times, there are several major themes that are emerging. One, of course, driving revenue growth and productivity in our core business and ensuring our core business continues to deliver and continues to be full of vitality. That is one theme. The second theme is about digitalization across the value chain, using the power of digital, using the power of automation to improve the way we do things, improve the way we engage with our customers, and also create opportunities to improve our productivity. So digital is again a big theme. The third theme is about sustainability. While sustainability has been at the heart of our operations all throughout, it is coming to the fore as major investors, shareholders, and other stakeholders are demanding of all companies transparency on their ESG goals and performance. So that is a third theme. And of course, recently we started the work on looking at the businesses of the future, what Eres calls as Horizon 2. Of course, Horizon 2, there are always were some activities, even during Dr. Reddy's time, we were in drug discovery. But we are bringing in an organized effort across multiple businesses to create the future of the organization through innovation and innovative products and services. That is the Horizon 2 initiative.
Sustainability, you mentioned here, it has been an important focus area for Dr. Reddy's for a long time. It's not like we are talking about it from today. But you also mentioned that there's need to relook at the way we look at sustainability in the context of our business. Do you want to talk a little more about it?
Sure, sure. I mean, the word ESG has become very common now. Every company is announcing goals of ESG, creating metrics, measuring themselves on ESG. So ESG and sustainability are something that have become a topical issue today for the world and for companies. However, I want to let us go back a little in history and see how we built this company, and it will become very apparent that ESG and sustainability were at the heart of our organization from day one. When in 1985, Dr. Reddy started this company, Dr. Reddy's and Keminar Drugs, he started with making APIs. And the focus there was to bring the costs down of APIs, make medicines affordable. So affordability was at the heart of what we were when we started. We were born into affordability. So this is not new. So that is one part. The second thing is, Dr. Reddy always paid put a very high value on pricing of our finished products. If you read his book, there's a chapter called $1 is equal to 1 rupee. So he gave us this equation. When a product is launched in the West, and if it is launched at a few dollars, he said that we should make it available at the same number but in rupees. So $1 is equal to 1 rupee was a formula. That's again a very powerful message of making products accessible and affordable to as many people as possible. And by pricing them low, we could expand the markets, make the products available to many people. And as we built the company, we also exported our products to many, many markets, thus increasing the number of patients we serve. So again, access and affordability both were at the heart of Dr. Reddy's right from the beginning. Along the way, Dr. Reddy also went into drug discovery. This is innovation. And he always took great pride in saying that we must address the most difficult problems that humanity faces, whether it is in our business or whether it is in our social work, philanthropy, CSR, all that. And that shows the spirit of taking on challenges and solving them. So Dr. Reddy himself, when he started drug discovery was not known in this country. We were among the first companies to start new drug discovery in India. So his words of tackling difficult challenges manifests himself in the organization even now by taking on products like complex generics, biologic products, and of course new chemical entities. So that speaks to our efforts in innovation, addressing unmet medical needs, and taking on difficult problems and solving them. We also saw that Dr. Reddy was a scientist entrepreneur and he was very obsessed with science. And I think that legacy also lives on in the company. And you can see that in the form of the investments we make in R&D, the kind of leaders we have, and the work they do. So we have affordability, access, innovation. These are things which were at the heart of Dr. Reddy's from day one. From day one. To that, along the way, we added environment. We were among the first companies to invest heavily into zero liquid discharge facilities, major effluent treatment plants, recycling various things, solvents, and all of those. So we brought in the ethos of environment early on into the organization. Of course, we didn't focus that much on gender, equality. Those are things that we are picking up now. So, having said that, the company has a rich history of ESG, sustainability, and the power of purpose. It is now, I think, the opportune moment to go bold on these goals. And that is why we are reimagining sustainability today and reimagining our framework for ESG and also for our purpose. So, from our purpose is very powerful, and all our ESG goals flow from there. Good health can't wait. And this manifests itself in our various initiatives in expanding our activities and improving the health of people, making products more accessible, affordable, and bringing innovative medicines. And of course, we are adding to that the goals of the good governance, which were always a part of Dr. Reddy's, and the environmental impact. Uh, I want to flash the slide of ESG now, and you can see the bold goals here. Some of the goals that I'm very proud of is to become a water positive company, to become a carbon neutral company, and to go 100% renewable energy. These are powerful goals, the environment front. Similarly, on the social goals that we are taking, today I think by various estimates, we serve about around half a billion people, a little more than that. We want to add a billion to this and serve 1.5 billion patients by 2030. And we also want to drive affordability by being the company to launch the first to market generic alternatives to expensive brands, either in generics or in biosimilars. And we want at least one fourth of our launches, 25% of our launches, to be first to market. The third goal that we are taking here is to at least bring 3 innovative products or services which will redefine how diseases are treated or which will elevate the standard of care as part of the social goals. And we want 25% of our revenue by 2030 to come from innovative products and services. Products and services which don't exist today, we will reimagine them and deliver on them. And 25% of our revenue will come from there. On gender also, we are taking some very strong goals. Today, about 12.5% of our, globally 12.5% of our managers are women. We plan to triple that to about 36%. And that's another goal we are taking. Gender parity by 2035. And this is a very ambitious goal. We want to achieve this by 2035. Of course, governance will continue to do what we are doing to maintain the trust that we have meticulously built with all our stakeholders, and we'll continue to build on that. And we hope also to improve our disclosures, especially in the areas of ESG. And with this, I am sure Dr. Reddy's will be a leader in ESG and also continue to deliver great results for all its stakeholders.
Prasad, I remember when we were doing the ESG report, you said that it's not about publishing, it's actually about doing. And
Yeah.
now by having these goals, I think we'll re-emphasize what we said to do.
I'm certainly proud of the progress we made, but now I think we are taking on some very massive, long term, high impact goals. And this will transform the company. It will also help us perform well.
So this is about ESG. What about other priorities that you see in the future, in the near coming future?
So I think, like I mentioned, continuing to improve the core business through productivity improvement, through stronger R&D pipeline, and market leadership. These continue to be the goals for the business. Focusing on the patient, finding opportunities to innovate is again another area. Building the businesses of the future through innovation and collaboration globally, and all of that is another big criteria, a big priority. And finally, digital continues to be a priority for all of us.
Thank you, Prasad.
Thank you. Thank you.